Recently, I was in Las Vegas, Nevada for the 2015 Star Trek convention. Had a great time. On the flight back, which was about a 4.5 hour flight, there was a screaming child behind me that made the entire flight more miserable than flights already are. And after I got off the plane, I took to Facebook to write the following post. I was on a plane today for 4 hours with a screaming kid behind me. I've always heard people talk about the screaming kid on an airplane cliche, but this was the first time I'd ever experienced it. It was as bad as the hackneyed stand-up routines led me to believe. You know, the funny thing is that in the original draft of that post, I actually took things a lot further. I made references to throwing the kid out of the airlock or, flushing him down the airplane's toilet. But I decided, I don't want to unduly offend people. I'm not afraid of offending people, of course, but I'm not just going to be offensive for the sake of being offensive. I wanted to let people know that there was a screaming child behind me, and it was pretty fucking annoying. Because that's apparently an issue of discussion. I've heard people talk about it. I wanted to weigh in on it because finally I'd had an experience, and I realized, yes, it's really as annoying as everyone always says that it is. But little did I realize this is a contentious issue, and some parents will jump down your throat if you make even the most innocuous of comments like the one that I made, such as Bridget Johnson. She said, "Sometimes you have to take a child on a plane. It can't be helped. Planes are loud, scary, crowded, and pressure changes hurt. Instead of being a dick or pouting because you had to hear a child in distress and it inconvenienced poor you, maybe be a decent person and ask the stressed and embarrassed parents if they need any help or at least a tiny bit of understanding. No one is on that plane to piss people off, so deal with it like an adult." Well, actually, I did deal with it like an adult. I didn't turn to the people and say, "Shut that fucking kid up." I didn't curse out the child. I didn't curse out the parents. I didn't say anything. I sat there and tried to think about something else. I tried to read my magazines, read my book, play hangman with the people sitting next to me. I was just trying to pass the time on the flight. The kid was annoying, but I didn't say anything. I didn't do anything, nor do I call in this post for any sort of restriction to be placed on people's ability to bring their kids on the airplane. All I did was go on Facebook and say, crying kids on an airplane sure are fucking annoying. You know why I said that? Because they are. So let's just go through this one more time, but with my commentary. Sometimes you have to take a child on a plane. It can't be helped. Actually, it can be helped because you didn't have to have children in the first place. Last I checked, abortion is fucking legal. So there's really no excuse for having children, is there? No, there's not. If you choose to have children, then understand that some people might find them to be annoying little pieces of shit. You know why? 'Cause they fucking are. That's why you're so pissed off. That's why you're pulling your hair out. That's why you fucking haven't slept or had any me time in fucking years. Because children are annoying piles of shit. And you know what? You parents out there who are used to dealing with kids, sure, you're better at dealing with it. But for me, I don't have to deal with them that often. So me sitting there listening to them screaming and crying and to me, that's fucking annoying. And it's an annoyance that I've specifically kept from my life. It's an annoyance that I've specifically avoided. So yeah, it's a little grating. Planes are loud, scary, crowded, and pressure changes hurt. You're damn right. They're loud partially because of screaming fucking children. Crowded and scary and pressure changes hurt. Yeah, I know. That's part of the reasons I'm fucking miserable on the plane. I'm scared. I am being hurt by pressure changes. I am annoyed by how crowded it fucking is. What about my fucking feelings as a goddamn adult? Those just don't matter? A kid can just yell and scream and for hours on end, and everyone's just supposed to say, well, this flight is miserable. Guess what? Your fucking kid is making the flight more miserable. Everyone on that plane is dealing with all the same bullshit as that fucking kid. And guess what? Your kid is not alleviating the situation. They're making it fucking worse. Instead of being a dick or pouting because you had to hear a child in distress and an inconvenience poor you maybe be a decent person and ask the stressed and embarrassed parents if they need help. I don't give a fuck if they need help. That's their kid. It's not my fucking kid. Why am I gonna help them with their kid? What am I supposed to fucking do? I don't have any child rearing skills. I go up to the parents like, hey, maybe you give that kid some Jack Daniels, it'll fucking calm down a little. Pretty sure that's illegal, but that's the only solution my mind can come up with. Hence why I'm not a fucking parent. And as for extending them understanding, I did. So did everyone else on that fucking plane. No one said anything to them. We were all annoyed. Of course we're all annoyed by a screaming fucking child, but no one said shit. And the reason no one said shit is because we did extend understanding to those people, Bridget. Don't fucking feel as though you have the right to tell me how I'm supposed to feel about it. Like, I can't even complain. I understand saying that I can't say something to them then and there, but I don't understand why I can't even later go on Facebook and say how annoying that was. Because it was annoying. It was fucking annoying. That's just the fucking reality of the situation. It was annoying. I was annoyed. I didn't do anything about it. I acted like a fucking adult. I saved my grievance for later. How can you possibly object to that? I'm sorry. Your kids are annoying fucking piles of shit. You should have got abortions. You didn't do it. That's not my fucking problem. I'm the Amazing Atheist. Peace the fuck out. And if you want to see me review the terrible movie Angels in the Outfield, I will do so if within the next 30 days we get 100 Audible trials on the Audible affiliate link, audibletrial.com/The Amazing Atheist. The link is down below in the description section. I have a history with this movie, all right? Not only is this sort of religious propaganda, though maybe not quite, but this was my little brother Stevie's favorite movie when he was a kid, and he would watch this over and over and over and over and over and over again. So when I was growing up in that house, I must have seen that movie 100 fucking times. At some point, I knew every line of dialogue in that movie, and believe me, for years now, I have been itching to tear it the fuck apart. So if you want to see that, go get a free audiobook, and you probably will. You'll probably see me do that, just like I did the Left Behind review, and I promise this one will not be as late as the Left Behind review was. Next 30 days, 100 Audible trials. Be sure to click the link down below, get your free audiobook, and contribute to The Amazing Atheist having to sit through Angels in the Outfield at least 4 more times in the review process, and just watch me rage at that piece of shit movie.